Good morning, students. Welcome to online lecture series of human-computer interaction. So last session we have studied what is this UIMS. Right? So today we will see what is this evaluation, what are the goals of evaluation, evaluation criteria, and what are the different categories of this evaluation techniques. So what is this evaluation? So evaluation, it is you can say it is needed to access the designs and test system to ensure that they actually behave as a user aspects and meet user requirements. This is the rule of evaluation. Evaluation should not be thought of as a single phase in design process. Ideally, evaluation should occur throughout the design life cycle, with the result of the evaluation feeding back into the modification to the design. So what are the different goals of design, or sorry, goals of evaluations? So the first goal is there are mainly three main goals for this evaluation. First, to assess the extent and accessibility of the system functionality. So what do I mean by this? So this includes not only making the correct functionality available within the system, but making it clearly reachable by the users in terms of action that the user needs to take to carry out the task. It also includes matching the use of system to the user's expectation of the task. Second, to assess the user experience of the interaction. So this second goal includes considering features such as how easy the system is to be understand, its usability, and user satisfaction with it. It may also include his enjoyment and emotional response, particularly in case of systems that are aimed at the entertainment. Third one, to identify any specific problems with the system. This is the third goal. So in this goal, this is a correlated to the both the functionality and usability of the design. It is specifically concerned with the identifying trouble spots which can be rectified. So these are the three different goals of evaluation. So what is the evaluation criteria? So fuller classification of usability principles, including learnability, flexibility, and robustness, can be used as evaluation criteria. So this the evaluation is aimed at measuring these features. So we will see later what are the different classification of this evaluation. So next, there is categorization of evaluation techniques. So depending on the setting, user participation, and control level, evaluation is classified into three large categories. The first, there is control setting involving users. Second, a natural setting involving users. And third one is any setting not directly involving users. So this control user setting, the activity of the user is controlled by the hypothesis and measurements or compliance. The usability test and experiments are the main methods. Natural user setting, that is, we can say the user activities can be determined little or no control how the real world that product would be used. Field studies are main method used in this natural setting involving user. Then there is any setting that do not include user directly. The most obvious usability problems are criticized by consultants and investigators. Fraud predicted and model aspects of the interface. The methods cover inspection, heuristics, pathways, models, and analysis. So we'll see these three categories in detail. So in control setting involving users, the experiments and user tests are designed to control what user do, when they do it, and how long. So they are designed to reduce outside influence and distractions that might affect the results, such as people talking in the background. Experiments and user tests are designed to check what user are doing, how long they are doing it. They are intended to reduce external influence and distraction. For example, those who speak in the background. The approach was extensive, used successfully to evaluate the laptop and other device software applications, where the number of tasks can be performed by the participants. Second, there is natural setting involving users. Examples you can say are publicly available online communities and products. The activities of the users are little or no control to determine how the product is used in the real world. Field studies are principal way. The aim of field studies is to access the product in their natural environments with user. The main purpose of field studies is that is first help identify opportunities for the new technology. Next, they establish the requirements for the new design. And third, that is facilitate the introduction of technologies or inform deployment of existing technology in the new context. The data recorded by the researchers as a note are the notes or by audio or video recording or by those participants as a journals and notes. The data is used as an event and conversations. The goal is to be discrete and not be influenced what people do evaluation. During the last 15 years, there has been a trend towards conducting in the world, you can say in the wild studies. These are essential user studies that look at how new technologies or prototypes that have been deployed and used by people in various settings, such as you can say there is outdoors, in public places, and in homes. The downside of handing over control is that it makes it difficult to anticipate what is going to happen and to be present when something interested does happen. Field studies can also be virtual, where observational, you can say observations take place in multi-user games such as World of Warcraft, online communication, chat rooms, and can say so on. Then third, that is any setting not directly involving users. The most obvious usability problems are critique, forecast, and model aspect of the interface by consultants and researchers. The range of procedures cover the inspection, heuristic, pathways, models, and analytics. The assessment without user involvement take place in setting in which the researcher can imagine or model the user of an interface. Check methods are often used to forecast weather behavior and identify the issues based on the usability. The usability knowledge user conducts, the context of use of the system, and the type of user-friendly activities. That is heuristic assessment applicable, knowledge of the typical user guided by the term regulations and steps, a set of questions for a specific prototype through the scenario or answers. The additional techniques includes models and analytics. So these are the different categorization of evaluation techniques. So next topic we will see in next session.